Hawks win! Hawks win 5-4 over the Toronto Maple Leafs. Yes, the Chicago Blackhawks played the Toronto Maple Leafs in Chicago tonight, and the Hawks win it 5-4 in regulation, and Robin Lehner had a hell of a game in net tonight as the Blackhawks beat the Toronto Maple Leafs 5-4 in regulation. And I have to say this, Robin Lehner is the key. It was the key of the game. He kept the Hawks in it by the Hawks having the lead the majority of the game, and he kept the Hawks to winning this game. The Maple Leafs kept shooting the puck right at him, and the Hawks managed to come out on top. Thank you, Robin. We love you here in Chicago, Robin. Thank you. The Chicago Blackhawks beat the Maple Leafs, as I've said, 5-4 in regulation. And yes, it's a typical Chicago Blackhawks Maple Leaf goals affairs game, but Robin Lehner kept the Hawks in this game and winning this game. Because I'm going to talk about the shots on net first before I talk about the goals. In the total shots on net, 57, yes, 57 for the Toronto Maple Leafs, 34 for the Chicago Blackhawks. Right there, that's too many shots giving up from the Chicago Blackhawks to let Robin Lehner face. He made 53 saves tonight, and he played great. Face-off percentage, Hawks had the advantage, 52.2% over the Toronto Maple Leafs, 47.8%. Power play, 2 for 5 for the Maple Leafs, 1 for 5 for the Hawks, but one of the power play goals was a 6-on-4 power play, and right there, that's when they had an empty net and they pulled their goalie, get a power play, have a 6-man on ice, so 2-man advantage power play basically. Penalty minutes, 14 for the Hawks, 12 for the Leafs. Taves had a fight in the game. He got into a roughing minor, but he wanted to fight Jake Muzzin after him cheap-shotting Brandon Saad, in my opinion. So Taves came at him 30 seconds into the game and tackled Muzzin down to the ice and got him back up, and they dropped the gloves. That's what sparked the Hawks' energy in the first period, and it was well-deserved. Thank you, Taser. Giveaways, Hawks with 8, the Maple Leafs with 5. Block shots, 15 for the Leafs, 13 for the Hawks. Hits, 18 for the Leafs, 25 for the Hawks. Takeaways, 11 for the Hawks, 8 for the Leafs. Shots on net during the periods. First period and second period were pretty much even on shots. 15 in the first period for the Leafs, 12 for the Chicago Blackhawks. Second period, it was 16-15 in favor for the Leafs. Third period, this was when all hell broke loose. 26-7 in advantage Toronto. They nearly had 30 shots in the third period. That's unacceptable right there. So 57 for the Leafs, 34 for the Hawks. Oh my God, what a crazy game it was. It was a typical Blackhawk Maple Leaf game after the last 2 years. Hawks and Leafs always put up high-scoring games. But first, I want to talk about this. Tonight was Military Appreciation Night, and it's another class act that the NHL and the Chicago Blackhawks put on every night. So the Hawks were wearing these type of jerseys during warm-ups and honoring quite a bit of veterans at the game. So class act by the Blackhawks honoring the veterans tonight, the day before Veterans Day. So let's get into the goals of the game. Why not? Because 5-4, that's a 9-goal game. Here we go. So in the first period, scored 5-18 in the first period for his first goal of the night. 7th of the season. Number 88, Patrick Kane. Assisted by number 12, Alex DeBrincat. And number 17, Dylan Strome. You're going to hear Kane quite a bit here coming up. And here we go again. But that was a great goal by the Hawks to get the Hawks up in the scoring first to take a 1-0 lead early in the game. I think the Tays dropping the glove sparked the Hawks to want to get this game going in favor for the Hawks. So, at 12 minutes into the first period, scored by number 77, Kirby Dach, his second of the season, assisted by number 65, Andrew Shaw, and number 44, Calvin DeHaan. It was a pure snipe by the Dach. Kirby gets a rebound right to his stick, and he claps it past Hutchinson on a wide open net off a rebound. Hawks take a 2-0 lead. But 10 seconds later, that's not over. Here we go again at 12:10 in the first period for his second goal of the game, number 88, Patrick Kane. His 8th of the season, assisted by number 12, Alex DeBrincat, and number 17, Dylan Strome, on a backhand beauty shot to give the Hawks a 3-0 lead over the Toronto Maple Leafs. This was a great win the faceoff, take it up, and just beat it into the net. Hawks make it 3-0 over the Toronto Maple Leafs. So, the Hawks do give up a goal here at 16:29 in the first period to Alex Nylander's brother of the Maple Leafs, William Nylander, his 6th of the season, first of the night, assisted by Austin Matthews on a wrist stop, giving it back to a 2-goal lead. So, here we go again. On the power play, a 4-on-3 power play that is, scored by your captain, number 19, Jonathan Toews, his 3rd of the season, assisted by number 12, Alex DeBrincat, and number 88, Patrick Kane, to get the 3-goal lead back over the Toronto Maple Leafs. Good job, Taser, getting his 3rd goal of the season on a nice goal. It was on the goal line. Cat sauces it right over to Taze, and Taze gets it past Hutchinson, and Hawks take a 3-1 lead. 4-1 lead going into the second period. In the second period, no goals were scored. It was a good goalie affair in that period. Back and forth hockey. Robin Lehner making good saves. Hutchinson making good saves for the Maple Leafs. So, we go to the third period where the Hawks have had bad luck lately in the third period, but they were looking like they were going to have bad luck again, and they did because they gave up a total of 26 shots in the period. Robin Lehner kept us in this game. This is where he keeps the Blackhawks to winning this game. So, at 2:27 in the third period, for his second goal of the night, William Nylander of the Maple Leafs scores his 7th of the season, assisted by Austin Matthews again. It was pretty much a similar goal scored, how he did it in the first period. So the Hawks have to go on the penalty kill midway in the third period. At 12:41 in the third period, this scared me because it looked like Robin Lehner got hurt on the shoulder, but John Tavares scores his 5th goal of the season, assisted by Janssen and Matthews on the power play. Why I said it scared me when I saw Lehner look like he got hurt? Well, he looked like he got hurt because after the goal went in, he threw his blocker off and was grabbing towards his shoulder, and I was afraid hopefully he didn't break anything. I hope he didn't get injured because Lehner was playing on his head in this period. He made a couple highlight reel saves, I would say, how big he was standing in the net for the Hawks. So at 16:26 in the third period, after the Hawks almost gave up an empty netter here, Jake Caggiula saves a goal and sends the puck all the way up to number 19, Jonathan Toews, and scored by, and the Hawks take a goal at 16:26 off a deflection by number 20, Brandon Saad, assisted by number 19, Jonathan Toews, and number 91, Drake Caggiula. Thank you, Jules, for saving us. If Caggiula didn't save the goal, we could have had a tied game at 4, and that wouldn't have been good. So, Hawks, though, don't hold the 2-goal lead because they get sent to the box again late in the period with pretty much a minute remaining in regulation at 19:18 in the third period, scored by Toronto's Andreas Janssen, assisted by John Tavares and Austin Matthews on the power play off a slap shot that Toews kind of got a hold of, where he tried and stick lift, but it got past Lehner, and I was terrified thinking the Hawks are going to blow this, but they don't. The Hawks win it 5-4 over the Maple Leafs. The Hawks need to work on not allowing as many shots as they did tonight. Thank you, Robin Lehner, for standing strong in net. Oh my God, that was scary at the end of the game. So, Hawks win it 5-4 over the Maple Leafs. In my opinion, I give Robin Lehner the first star of the night. He got the second star, but Lehner deserved the first star. How well and how strong he stood on his head in that third period. So, I want to hear what your thoughts were from Robin Lehner's play, because he was who saved the Hawks game. And thank you for watching the broadcast. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And most of all, let's go Hawks!